Bird Gang. Imagine going into big games without one of your most important offensive weapons. That's exactly what the Eagles have been dealing with, and now we finally have an update on Dallas Goedert, but it still leaves a lot of questions. In the win over the Chiefs, everybody noticed his absence. The offense worked, but something was missing. Third downs were tougher, Hurts didn't have his reliable safety valve, and the passing game looked less balanced. Since the final whistle, the only question on fans' minds has been, when will Goedert return? This week, we finally got some clue. Goedert was back at practice, but on a limited basis. He went through drills, made some controlled movements, but still hasn't been cleared for full contact. And here's the key detail. Goedert admitted that he wanted to play against the Chiefs, but the medical staff didn't allow it. In other words, this isn't about him not being ready. It's about caution. In his own words, Goedert said he feels better every day, that his knee is responding well, and that he's confident he'll be ready for the Rams. But he also admitted the final decision won't come from him. If the doctors see any risk, he'll have to wait another week. That shows two things. First, Goedert is motivated, eager, and ready to fight his way back. Second, the Eagles are focused on the long-term picture. They're not going to risk rushing him back just to make a single game if it could cost them later in the season. Meanwhile, the offense feels the difference. A.J. Brown is still the clear number one target. Devonta Smith is still making big plays downfield. But without Goedert, the middle of the field looks less dangerous, and the variety in play calling shrinks. Philly has tried to use Jack Stoll and Grant Calcaterra, but neither brings the same impact that Goedert does. Goedert himself admitted this. He said the Eagles' offense hasn't shown its full potential yet, and that, with everyone healthy, this group can be way more explosive. And he's right. With Goedert in the lineup, defenses have to worry about short routes, blocking support in the run game, and the instant chemistry between him and Hurts. Now picture the scenario. Eagles versus Rams, with an aggressive defense and tricky secondary. Suddenly, Goedert returns and becomes that third down safety blanket for Hurts. That could change everything. But here's the big question. Is it worth the risk? As much as this team needs him, it might be smarter to wait one more week than to put him in danger of a setback. That's the balance the medical staff is weighing right now. One thing is certain though, when Goedert comes back, this offense goes to another level. And if that return happens against the Rams, it could be the exact boost Philly needs to hit its stride. So here's my question for you, Eagles Nation. Would you put Dallas Goedert back on the field this week, trusting his desire to play? Or would you wait longer to make sure he's 100%? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel, because one thing's for sure, with Dallas Goedert healthy, the Eagles are a whole different beast. Fly, Eagles, fly!